Probably nailed it on the head. People are asking what's that thing in my ear, even though I've told them already it's just tissue paper. He says that's Rifkin's tumor from reading too much Twitch chats. yeah, it'll get you there, guys. You gotta avoid that toxicity. But welcome back to the desRow Weekly Cup. We're in the other semifinals right now. The winner of this will move on to fight against Hunter in the grand finals, a Protoss player lying in wait. But of course, desRow casting with me here today, spawning in the top right-ish corner of Catalina. We got Root Gaming's Red Terran player MaSa.
What's up, guys? My name is desRow. On the left side of Catalina, we have JonSnow.
You know what you need to do? One of these days, do a do like a talk show style cast. So be like, "Sup, guys? It's desRow. Welcome to the semifinals. What are your thoughts on that Huck?"
That'd be sick.
And you could do what you could do. You wouldn't even need Huck there. You could do like a Huck soundboard and be like, "What the fuck, desRow? Why are you asking me?" Like you're like really casting with yourself. And you're like, and then you could toss that to Roddy, right? You have the Roddy soundboard. He'll be like, "Oh, very good macro."
Oh yeah.
I want to do that now. Like just get like sound clips of like other pro players saying very generic things, and be like, "Hey guys, I'm desRow. I'm casting today with like the Muslim Rotterdam 91 Huck." Just have like all the sound bites ready to go. desRow, you need to do that.
Well, I mean, if I had all the time to, if I knew how to make a soundboard and I had the
Talk
time
to who's the guy that does your highlight? Nice username. Get a nice username to just like take select quotes every time he does highlights, put them on like save, and when he's got about 10 of them, bam, you're good to go.
Wow. Okay, I'll message him right now.
Actually, this username is a really cool guy. He helped me make the rock thing for Irish Chef this past week. Really nice dude. Yeah, the secret ingredient for Irish Chef week 1 was rocks, and we put like 100 rocks on Overgrowth. But even though the players knew about it, they couldn't see it until they scouted them. So Puck, he goes for Nexus first, but there's rocks blocking the natural. So he's like, okay, I'll just go to the gold instead. Still Nexus first, rocks blocking the gold.
What the hell? So what did he end up doing?
Taking a double gas, floating 400 minerals, and putting a gateway down.
Wow, that's so bad.
But the nice thing was Xenocider also did stupid things. He tried to proxy a Banshee or something, so he lost that game. It was a fun series, dumb series, to say the least. But JonSnow coming across the map with more than your conventional 2 links for scouting. 4 looking for a kill on this SCV and might just get it because the Reaper is busy on the other side of the map. Second one did not stay at home, so a little bit of trouble for MaSa. Not a whole lot, but an annoyance to say the least.
Trouble in paradise, man. Paradise, because when you have Reapers, nothing can go wrong.
That's so not true.
Thank you, David Kim.
Let me tell you about my friend the 888 and how badly it fails.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes I'm like, guys, I can't play TVC, I'll 888, and then I died versus Speedlings.
Dude, Zombie Up and I have been talking about this a lot on stream. We both have trouble. Like, we can pull off certain cheeses, right? But the one cheese neither of us can execute is the 2 racks. But I fucking watch people in tournaments 2 racks all the time, and I'm like, these GMs, they respond to it worse than like a Diamond League player. I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's like if you go Speedlings early, if you don't hatch first, then it's easier to beat it.
Yeah, it's, I guess like certain cheeses are just player strengths. You know, after experiencing 500 2 racks, you finally learn how to defend it, I guess.
Of course.
But oh, this armory out of MaSa is worth bringing up. He didn't take the second gas. 3rd CC is kind of whatever, but potential Hellbat push for this was really cool. And what I'm hoping to see here is always supply blocks. See some Marines following it up too can really kill Queens. But Hellbats are a hell of a thing in this matchup. They do. Did you know Hellbats do more damage than a Roach? Like their base damage is more than a Roach.
But Roaches hit like a truck.
So do Hellbats.
Yeah, I guess.
And they splash. They're bullshit units. I will admit that.
Yeah, but they waddle like penguins.
Yeah, that is like the downside. They are incredibly slow. But yeah, this is an attack that can be really brutal. I like the spine crawler coming down at JonSnow. He's really not underestimating this. Did he see the armory? No, but he does see that 3rd CC. Curious what his thoughts are of reading this. A lot of times, 3rd CC gets revealed, bam, Roach Roach bailing all in, but nope, here comes the Hellbats. They fry up those links pretty quick.
And yeah, there was no bailing nests, barely any Zerglings, no spines. 3 Queens is nice though.
I think he's still gonna hold it. Like, he's just got to make sure he doesn't lose the drones or something silly. Although he does keep the queens bunched up instead of spread, so I take all that back. You're supposed to spread the queens for this. Transfuse each other and stay alive. The spine crawler's not going to stop. The drones are on the run. Lings are coming out, but Lings are going to struggle to deal with this, and the mineral lines, no less. Oh, desRow. This was something that should have been manageable and just got really messy really quick.
I mean, it doesn't even matter that he's not going to end the game there. He killed so many Zerglings at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, another Elbat.
I mean, resources lost. I mean, just even if you're new to StarCraft, maybe you don't follow the matchup. Maybe you're a Protoss Experino, but like, look down here, guys. That's all you need to know. Yikes. 13 drones is nasty. 32 Lings is no counterattack. This was a 2-way Spire opener, and the thing is, if this was a mech build, I'd say, you know what, MaSa might be in some trouble. Because oftentimes mech players, they got no anti-air in the early game. But it's not going mech. That stim's almost finished, and it's going to be bio.
Well, yeah, this game's going to go on for a little bit longer. Like a while longer. How much damage do you think he's going to do with the mutas? Doesn't he even have the minerals to make the mutas, man?
I know. Like, the question is, are there even going to be mutas at this rate? 4 more Hellings might just not even go Hellbats, run past the Spine Crawler, and kill some more. It's a bad situation to be in for JonSnow. Actually, let me ask you, speaking of mutas real quick, Protoss point of view, how bullshit is that unit when given to the right person?
The biggest problem about mutas in PvZ is that they can never do it straight up. They always have to be deceiving. So it's like every time mutas will win a game is when you're caught with your pants down. And let's be real, no one wants to be caught with their pants down. So that's why it's really a big bag of bullshit. But
well, 7 mutas will be enough to thwart Hellion aggression. They're not going to be enough to break the turrets. MaSa does have some funny turrets down, though. This is it's to thwart them from coming in too quickly. Alive does this a lot, but we also watch Alive, and I'm referencing StarTale Alive here, guys. You know, Korean Gosu. He tends to have these turrets backfire on him a lot more than they help, so I'm a little bit worried about this. Good third-base denial with that creep, but the turret's gonna clean it up.
I like how the turret's clearing out the Overlord, man. And what world do we live in?
I know, especially with the Lings and the mutas right there too, right?
Yeah.
Sally turret is gonna get picked off, but more mutas on the way, and again, going back to that control comment I made a moment ago, if done correctly, JonSnow can seriously get away with so much. He just doesn't realize it yet. MaSa doesn't have those missile turrets in the middle of the mineral lines. In fact, he'll struggle to repair this one, if at all. At the same time, JonSnow with this airspace on Catalina could fly above it to the right and still pick off those SCVs without even being in range. So it's really scary to look at initially, but the second JonSnow realizes that these turrets are in pretty weird spots, he could get some very serious damage done. But he's perhaps preoccupied in the middle, and that's not such a good thing. Big shout out, by the way, to El Varden. Just resubbed for 8 months in a row. Wow, welcome back. Thank you for that continued support. That's, man, every time I see that number, like, you expect people to come back for 1 or 2 months, and they're maybe like, that wasn't for me, right? Unsubbed, whatever.
Yeah.
But 8 months is a long time, and thank you very much.
How long ago was 8 months? Like, August, right?
It was literally last year, desRow. I think it was
no,
back
but
in
like August, right?
I want to say probably, it sounds more like June, July. We could actually do the math if we wanted to. I'm just saying. But
yeah,
screw that.
12 minus 5, July. Yeah. No, August. No, July.
What the fuck are you?
Don't judge.
30 days has September, April, May, and November. All the rest of 31 except, wait a minute. Carry the 2. Mutas are going to try and run away from this. It's a scary force of Marines, but with Banlings out and Banling speed so close to finishing, JonSnow should be able to take this fight. I like their pre-splits out of MaSa, but the reality is he's still going to be, for the most part, fighting on creep. And if he spreads too thin, that's when the mutas come in and start picking off units one at a time, precisely as we see come down. Getting a little bit off of creep. Not so bad right now, not super overextended, but there's no detection. He's got to watch out for those Widow Mines. Here comes that Overseer a little bit late. Banlings are gone. Does clean up the last couple Widow Mines, but I don't know if he can break this bunker.
It's like 0-0 versus... No, it's 1-1 versus 0-0, and it's about to be 2-2 versus 0-0, man.
Yeah, well, you know, those upgrades, as scary as they look, they make the Zerglings basically useless. That's good. They're really good at dealing more damage to the mutas, but the thing is, the banlings are still gonna like take 2 banlings to kill a bunch of marines with or without those upgrades. I mean, banling damage is so extreme versus light, so if he can clear out the marines, the mutas can get the work done, even without the upgrades. But that's the cost of this game for JonSnow, and he's coming at this with a big supply deficit. I don't know that this is the best way to go. He does take a good start to the fight, but does he have enough mutas to carry him through it? It looks not quite the case.
Yeah, JonSnow tried, but
he took too much damage in the early game. I mean, you said it, like, it's not over yet, but maybe it kind of was less so much. GG.
GG indeed.
Man, you were really into that matchup.
What do you mean?
I think with every Protoss player today, we've had you, like, go super fucking, like, I'm Protoss.